Good morning, everyone. It's Stephanie coming to you at 4:20 this morning. I've been up since 3, but I just want to let you guys know I've slept like a rock the last couple of nights because even though I'm falling asleep going to bed late and waking up, boy, I didn't go to bed late last night. Anyway, I've been trying to get to bed earlier, but I wake up really early. And yesterday, when I did my Fun Friday video, I got up at like 1 or 2 in the morning. So that means a lot of naps during the day, but I have lots of time. But also that I sleep like a rock when I go to bed. So even had dreams the last couple of nights. I'm going to share that with you. But I have to say, okay, so look, the church is finally writing down the worship songs they did. So they used to do that so I would actually be able to know what song I wanted to use from the worship set, because otherwise you have to remember and it's hard. So that's good. So I went to this thing called The Gathering at church for women. I've never been before, but Stacy Eldridge was going to be speaking and signing her book, and this is so cool. Defiant Joy. And I really wanted this book, but couldn't afford it. So Melinda said, Melinda's the awesome prayer lady from church who she oversees all the signing up for under the screens and stuff. Anyway, she's the prayer person that I talked to, and she was bringing me home from Sunday service last week and was like, if you come, I'll, with the bus, I'll bring you back home and I'll get you a captivating book so she can sign it. And I was like, yes. So now I have the book. I already started reading. It's like, oh my God, so good. And also, I got to tell Stacy Eldridge that when I was working at Hume Lake Summer Camp, many years ago, it was probably maybe 10 years ago now, maybe longer, but I had just read that book and was like captivating. I had just read and ended up giving it out to like 5 women while I was at camp, and got the opportunity to do a teaching about what God had shown me through that book. And I mentored like the same girls I was giving the books to, so it was just a really cool time. And the message was really just about how God sees us, and women are like the pinnacle of creation. And then felt like God showed me there was a bunch of high school girls in there, and I felt like God wanted me to get this like clay heart that I could, like, as I talk about people's abuse in their lives, like smashing the heart with a hammer, and then taking Jesus' love and like formed one out of Play-Doh, and pushed the clay of that new heart into the broken pieces, and then it comes whole again in Jesus' love. So it was just the coolest thing. And in fact, I still have the prayer request that they gave me because I just asked if so it was just a really cool time. So that's all. I love Stacy Eldridge, and her books are amazing. Okay. Thank you, Melinda, again, even though she doesn't watch my movie, but yes. Okay. I mean, my movie? What? My videos. Movie. Okay. So here, I gotta share with you guys. Hold on. Okay, you guys know I have to make sure my mouse is pointed in the other part of my computer for when the screen goes blank. Okay, I'm gonna do the sticky notes. See, I'm doing sticky notes again, so let's get to the 2 things that I've been praying for. So anyways, what do I want to talk about first? Okay, let's talk about, so finances. This is something I haven't told you guys. I really should have, but you guys know, or if you don't, that my mom was being in charge of my finances basically since I moved from Rochester. And I liked it. We'd sit down and talk about how much I had for budget, and she would give me money to spend each month and that. So, so guys, I know it's that Huntington's thing that was like, I've got this. So what the rift was when I got the last like inheritance check, and I was like really determined I wanted to do $1,000 for tithe. And so Mom was like, nope, you can't use that much. And I was like, oh yeah, well, so that's when she's like, okay, you're doing your own budget. And I really, really, really wish I hadn't done that, but you know, Huntington's, it's like, I'm right, I know what I'm doing. So I blew through my entire savings account, $6,200. Guys, that is like, it's really, talking about it is really hard because if I had, let Mom take charge of my budget, then I would still have some money to go see the kids and stuff. So that, I know a lot of Huntington's people have that same issue where somebody else is taking care of your finances. So I thought I would be able to keep money in the savings, and then excuse after excuse was, why I needed to spend more money. So, so that is why I have like no money right now. And then, so I also, okay, you guys, I ended up being charged for a dating site that I never signed up for. I know the ones that I've used in the past, and this dating site like showed up like a year ago, $10 from my account, and I called the bank and was like, this is not, I never signed up for this, and they like gave me a new checking account number and sent me a new debit card, and gave me the $10 back for however many months they were charging me. So that is, no, I didn't sign up for it because the bank wouldn't have been able to do that. It's just one of those things. I don't know how it charged me because, again, I just used the 2 dating sites. So it's still charging me the $10. So that's why my budget is always like $10 short when I'm at the assisted living place. So that is why I'm trying to find things to sell. So here's what I'm going to do here. So yesterday, this 2 weeks, I'm going to focus on God, like Jesus, and just like being at his feet. And so I'm not going to be on Facebook for 2 weeks. See, the screen just went blank. And yes, it didn't stop the video. Okay, I got to drink some more coffee. I also was like just wanting to get rid of, because I was like, okay, God, what can I sell on eBay? And I was like, I think I have some DVDs that I don't want to watch anymore. So the Holy Spirit was like part of this 2 weeks, like had me go through all my videos and like get rid of like so many of them, including the horror movies I'd been watching. So just any movie like that was like inappropriate humor or had sex scenes, I can't do those kind of movies. I'm really sensitive in my spirit anyway. So I have like 50. Also Seinfeld I got rid of, like so I'm gonna sell these, but God's like wants me to wait 2 weeks to list them on eBay. I also have a cowboy hat because like through this time of like seeking and praying and just like focusing on him, then I can sell them. And so I found this dollar, guys. I find money all the time. It's like God. So that exact same day, I had a dream that like I found a lot of money, and so it was like God was kind of showing me that through this 2 weeks, He's gonna bless those DVDs. I'm gonna sell them like quickly. So that's so that would be a way to have that $10 each month. So anyway, so that is okay. Okay, so the spirit of witchcraft, just real quick. I was on Facebook, and saw an article about this like Christian witch, and so and it just about, and it was written by a Christian, but talked about like all the how popular witchcraft is. Like they call it Wiccan now, but how popular it's becoming in the United States. And it was really hard to read. Like it's really scary. So anyway, after I read that article, I sent it to my prayer people, Melinda and Sue and Mary Ramos. And anyway, they were like, wow. And so I was like, we need to pray. So I started praying for them that day, was using my banners. I love using my banners, just like makes things go quicker, increases. Yeah, so I got a picture of, so there was like each of these witches or whatever, the different names for them, but they had these like tiny, tiny, tiny little hearts, like kind of from the Grinch, two sizes too small. It was like microscopic hearts, and they were like hard, like rock hard. And so Jesus, like they're up in the throne room, and like I see Jesus like weeping over them because he really wants them to know the Father's love. And then I see Jesus come with his jackhammer and like busts the hearts, these tiny like rock hearts that aren't bringing life. So they all the hearts come out, and then Jesus does like open heart surgery on each of them. And then after that, they all fall down as if dead when the glory comes into the throne room. And so that's when Jesus needed to do, open heart surgery for them, and then their hearts are like bigger even than a normal person's heart, and they all go back down to earth and have these like incredible ministries, which two other people who are witches and warlocks or whatever. So that was cool. It helped us know how to pray for them. But the Christian witch, she has her own church. And so I really felt like I was supposed to focus on her. So yesterday, with this seeking in these 2 weeks, I got like her name. So this was crazy because I was like, okay, God, what is her name? Because that's how we have true power to pray for someone. So what's her name, Jesus? And it was all of a sudden Stephanie that's her name. And I was like, what? Because this really cool thing happened when God, the only other time God told me someone's name was when I was volunteering at the Denver Rescue Mission when I was living up there. And God told me before I went that there would be somebody named Sharon who would come up and need prayer. And so I was like, okay, because I wrote that in my journal. I was like, yeah, right. That's just me, because my best friend at that time, her name was Sharon. And I was like, okay, that's just, but sure enough, the only woman in that place, her name was Sharon, and I got to pray for her. So I really know out of nowhere, that this is definitely her name. So that way I've been praying for her that God's going to bring salvation in these next 2 weeks. So, okay. All right, guys. I also know her name meaning because it's mine. So now my name meaning book gives you the Bible verse, the spiritual connotation. So I can pray that over her as well. So anyway, it's just been so cool praying for people in these 2 weeks. So okay, I think that's everything, guys. And even though, we're gonna do. Wait, what song did I choose? Oh, the joy of the Lord is my strength. Even though I have these, I'm going to save one of them for my Sunday video. Oh, I'm going to church today on the bus because Saturday service, I'm used to taking the bus now. And as long as it's not like tomorrow, I'm not going to be even thinking about taking the bus. But as long as the weather's like, I'm going to wear my snow pants and lots of layers, so I know I'll make it to church and back fine. So as long as the weather's nice, I'm going to be going to Saturday services and Sunday services. Melinda's going to keep giving me a ride, so I'm so excited about going to 2 services again and being on the prayer team. So, okay, whoops. Okay, let's do the poem first. And, okay, widen my vision. God, open my eyes so I may see and feel your presence close to me. Give me strength for my stumbling feet as I battle the crowd on life's busy street, and widen the vision of my unseeing eyes. So in passing faces, I'll recognize not just a stranger, unloved and unknown, but a friend with a heart that is much like my own. Give me perception to make me aware that scattered profusely on life's thoroughfare are the best gifts of God that we daily pass by as we look at the world with an unseeing eye. All right, and the last paragraph here, well, not the last paragraph, but one of I've got it marked out here. Okay, remember we're still, yes, talking about love heals from past mistakes. In this story, okay, we can see the healing that comes from forgiveness of our mistakes is both lavish and messy. Imagine this woman as she poured out the ointment out and let her hair fall into the mess. Imagine the spill on the floor and the awkward moment as she tried to wipe up the oils cascading over Jesus' feet and over their garment and onto the floor of the Pharisee's house, all with her own hair. Making amends for her past mistakes can be messy, but it is the way we get better. Healing is always possible. All right, guys, now to pray. Lord, I just thank you so much for my amazing subscribers, Lord, and thank you for just being able to go to the gathering last night, and I just ask that you would thank you for the joy you put in me as I poured it out onto each of the people watching this video, Lord, that each person, the joy of the Lord would be your strength. Amen. All right, guys, and I will do actually the Sunday video tomorrow. Melinda might not be able to take me because, because it might be snowy, so I might do it from the computer. But, okay, bye, guys. Talk when I have more to say.